Hello, I'm Frida Payne, and in my profession, I like to wear nice, expensive things. And during these times, in order to have expensive things, you need a secret. And my secret is our secret. I've worn our secret to the Golden Globes. I wore it for Miss Universe down in Florida. In fact, when I did Miss Universe down in Florida, Anita Reichenberg, who designs the jewelry, came down to Florida to be there and help me put the outfit together with their very special jewelry. She made a necklace, we had earrings, a ring, even a bracelet. And thanks to Anita and thanks to our secret, the outfit looked great.
Here is the segment that millions of people around the country enjoyed.
Diamonds are forever, sparkling round my little finger.
Diamonds may be forever, but they're also expensive. A diamond ring like one of these sells for over $200,000. Way over your budget? Well, maybe not, because you can have one of these fakes for about $1,000. And take our word for it, nobody will notice the difference.
Diamonds are forever, forever, forever.
These simulated diamonds are called cubic zirconia, and they're made synthetically from carbon under 5,000 degree heat in about 120 days. Our Secret Creations in Los Angeles custom designs these fabulous fakes. Owner Brian Reichenberg explains why they're so popular.
Today's fashion calls for fine jewelry, larger pieces. And to keep up with all the new styles, they're talking about a lot of dollars and cents. Whereas instead of spending $100,000, you could spend $1,000 and get a piece that looks the same in cubic zirconia.
Many of Reichenberg's pieces have also appeared on television. This is Linda Evans' engagement ring on Dynasty, Victoria Principal's ring on Dallas, and Jane Wyman's on Falcon Crest. And do you know why these fakes are used? Because they sparkle brighter than the real thing.
We deal in very fine Russian cubic zirconia. The difference is that on camera, they look real.
I'm romancing the storm.
To test the public's reaction to cubic zirconia, PM Magazine asked hotel co-star Heidi Bohe to wear several pieces of jewelry for a week.
On my way home, actually when I left here, I was driving in my car and I made it very obvious just to see the reactions from other people. I hung my arm out on the door of my car, and I saw people when I was driving just looking at my rings. I mean, I was afraid I was going to cause an accident for a minute, so I took my hand back at the window. But I like to fool people, so I would tell them it was real at first. I just found people looking at my hands and my neck. It was neat.
After passing the public's credibility test, we took it a step further. Could two prominent Beverly Hills jewelers tell the difference between a real diamond ring and one made from cubic zirconia? Custom jeweler Avo took a crack at it.
Well, unfortunately both of them real.
Well, it's one of them is zirconia? That's what you are saying? Seriously?
Edouard Kalpakian of Jewels by Edouard.
It's very difficult with the naked eye. It's just like a fine painting that's a replica. You might have the greatest expert from the Louvre who can look at an impressionist painting, let's say by Monet, but he's got to do some testing on it to make sure it's the true thing. It's the same thing with the jeweler. He can look so much with his eye, but he has to test it.
Oh, I have always wondered.
Cubic zirconia may fool your friends, but it certainly won't fool your bank account. In that respect, these fakes are real enough.
Imitation jewelry is being seen at some of the most glittering of affairs these days and even fooling the trained eye. Well, tonight, Larry McCormick talks to one retailer who copies the world's finest gems with man-made stones.
The establishment on Beverly Boulevard in Beverly Hills is called Our Secret. And the secret, owner Brian Reichenberg told me, is that these fabulous glittering gems are not really diamonds and sapphires, but cubic zirconia. They look so genuine, they fool even the experts.
We have clients that rather than getting one piece of jewelry a year from their husbands, they come in here and buy 2, 3, 4, 5, and they have fun with it. We have diamond cutters that cut them, just like a real gem. And then we have craftsmen that fashion the mounting out of 14 or 18 karat gold. and they look exactly the same. Matter of fact, many times I fool jewelers live on camera, even with their loupes. That's how fine these copies are.
How much do you think these pieces would cost if they were real gems? And how much do you think they would cost here at Our Secret? We'll tell you about that tomorrow night. From Beverly Hills, Larry McCormick for Channel 5 News at 10. If you want to glitter but don't want to risk wearing your priceless gems to the ball, what do? Many of Los Angeles' very affluent go to Brian Eichenberg at Our Secret and take a look at what he can do for you.
This is a very good example of our colored stones. It's a 12-carat sapphire ring, surrounded with 15 carats of diamonds. It's all set in white gold, made exactly the same. Real, $110,000. Our Secret price, $3,400. Here's an exquisite, perfect emerald, 10 carats. If it was real, you're looking at over $100,000, if you could find it. Our Secret price, $1,600.
Be not dismayed. Brian assures me there is much at Our Secret that folks like you and me can afford. But everything here is not for women, and everything here is not expensive. For example, for the man. How about this 1-carat tie-tack would normally cost $3,000? You can get it for $42. For me.
Coming up next on 6 News, trying to tell the difference between a real diamond and a fake. Well, the new cubic zirconias are fooling even some jewelers. If, as it's said, diamonds are a girl's best friend, then I guess you can say that cubic zirconias are her pal. Our consumer reporter Barbara Boyd looks into the growing popularity of fake diamonds.
You know, I don't know many men or women that wouldn't love to have a beautiful diamond like this ring or this lovely pair of earrings. But anymore, you know, you can't tell the real thing, whether it's a diamond or a cubic zirconia. That's right. It really is hard to tell a good CZ from a diamond. Gone are the days when most people associated them with those awful TV commercials. Today, the stone is so brilliant, versatile, and less expensive than a diamond, ranging in price from $18 to $40,000. The TV industry, as well as big-name stars, use them extensively. CZ rings were worn by Crystal and Alexis of Dynasty and Miss Ellie of Dallas. And few, if any, could tell the difference.
The best CZ in the world is made by the prime Russian process, which these are. And the material is almost as hard as a diamond, and it cuts glass, okay? But the whole secret is how you cut the stone. Is if you cut the stone using the same diamond methods, what you get is a perfect stone that looks just like a diamond. And then what we do is we use the same mountings fine jewelers use in 14-karat gold. So what we're dealing with here with Our Secret is we have fine jewelry utilizing synthetic stones.
These CZs are supposed to be so perfect, even a jeweler has a hard time telling the difference.
This one?
That's the diamond?
Yes.
They're both CZs.
Son of a gun.
Now, what made you think that was the diamond?
Well, what made me think this was a diamond? Of course, I don't have my loupe, I don't have a microscope, none of the equipment. What made me think that this was a diamond is that the CZ is heavier. And so this mounting is heavier, so an initial judgment like that, I would say, this was presented to me as one was a diamond and one was a CZ, which is it. So I had a choice, so I would say that this was a diamond, based upon the weight.
God, however, added, if someone brought in a stone for appraisal, there is a heat process to determine the CZ from the real thing. You know, at 1% of the price of the real thing, it just might become easy for you to think about wearing a CZ.